Being a Republican to me is about the values that we hold dear as Americans. We're small government conservatives. We are low tax conservatives. We're budget hawks. These are all basic principles that we as Republicans can rally around, particularly when you consider a state like Maryland, where the budget situation is so woefully inept and so woefully out of place given to inept Democratic administration. What we need to do as Republicans is to make sure that we can unify around those issues that unite us. We are all for lower taxes. We are all for smaller government. We are all for more freedom and getting government out of our lives. Those are the issues that define us, unite us, and that's what it really means to be a Republican in Maryland. I think sometimes we as Republicans do a little bit too much bashing of ourselves for our own good, but I think that primary elections and inter-party rivalry is not necessarily a sign of a weak party, but a strong and vibrant party. If we are fighting amongst ourselves in the Republican Party, whether or not it's for leadership or whether or not it's for the values that define our party, it means the Republican Party is still worth fighting for, that our values are still worth fighting for, that Maryland is still worth fighting for. Our party may not be at its competitive zenith, but I think that we as Republicans are strong enough to know that we are very close to being able to lead the people of Maryland, to provide them with lower taxes, and to provide them with smaller, better government. We as Republicans are very close to being able to provide that leadership, and I think that next year we will be able to do that. One of the things that we need to do a better job of as young Republicans is dealing with technology. It's not all about creating new technologies and trying to provide the biggest whiz-bang for the buck. It's about using technologies that are already existed and leveraging them in a way that helps support the young Republicans. It was the Frenchman Ledru Rouen who said during a riot in the city of Paris, "There go my people. I must find out where they are going so that I may lead them." And that's what young Republicans need to do when it comes to technology. We don't need to be dragging people over to a technology that's not going to serve their needs and it's only going to serve a small universe. YR should be focused more on the development of ways that we can adequately leverage tools like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Vimeo, and other existing social technologies. We don't need to create our own universe of social networking in order to effectively manage young Republicans. That's one way that we are a less inclusive body. By using inclusive technologies such as Facebook, such as Twitter, going where the people already are, we'll be able to expand our universe of Republicans, expand our universe of young Republicans, and grow the influence of the Republican Party for years to come. We need to do a better job of thinking strategically as a Maryland Young Republican organization. My administration and I are putting together a comprehensive strategic plan that's going to outline where we plan on growing the YRs and where we plan on having electoral successes in 2010 and beyond. No longer can we elect leaders who do not have a focused and detailed plan of action in governing the Maryland Young Republicans. We need to have folks who understand strategic politics, understand what it means to win. I'm from Anne Arundel County. We are the heart and soul of the Maryland Republican Party in a lot of extents, and we have 21 elected Republicans here in Anne Arundel County. And we've gone a long way in making sure that we know how to win competitive elections, and I look forward to bringing that experience to helping all of our clubs here in the Maryland YRs. One thing that we need to do a much better job here in Maryland is in club development. We have not grown the young Republicans here in Maryland as we should in a time in which such strife is being brought upon the people of Maryland by the Democrats in Annapolis. I have personally been working with folks in Queen Anne's County, Washington County, and Allegheny County in order to create clubs in those jurisdictions. The last 2 years we've not seen enough club development and club growth. One of the hallmarks of my administration under my chairmanship will be to make sure that we continue to grow our clubs and develop clubs so that young Republicans all around the state can participate in our great organization. Here in Anne Arundel County, we're fortunate that we have so many young Republicans that are active and involved. Republicans such as Delegate Nick Kipke, County Councilman Ron Dillon, Central Committee members such as Ashley Reed and Eric Roby are all young Republicans who have been active in the Republican Party for many, many years. We need to continue that development as young Republicans and make sure that we are continuing to grow the next generation of Republican leaders. It is our responsibility, just as much as it is the state parties, just as much as it is the county parties, to make sure that we have an adequate farm team that is ready to lead the people of Maryland. And it's up to us to make sure that young Republicans don't wait and that they take the leadership opportunities that are available to them. Young Republicans should not wait to have opportunities given to them. It's our responsibility to make sure that our young Republicans take advantage of opportunities that present themselves to us. Local clubs are the backbone of any statewide organization, and Young Republicans is no different. Local clubs best know the conditions on the ground, the players in each county party, who the leaders are, and who the future is. As chairman, what my goal is to maximize the abilities for clubs to help themselves. The state leadership should play an active role in trying to facilitate club development and facilitating the ability for clubs to grow themselves, but not in a manner that's overbearing or tries to push technology on local clubs or push a certain method. We, as the state leadership, should be there to help clubs grow and help clubs develop without bureaucratic oversight from a central administration. Putting Maryland first is not just some cute campaign slogan that I came up with. It's a difference in philosophy. As chairman of the state YRs, I'm not going to get embroiled in national races. I'm not going to get involved in petty jealousies or any of that business that goes on a lot of times at the national level. My goal is to be the chairman of the Maryland Young Republicans, to maximize the effectiveness and efficiency of the Young Republicans here in Maryland, and to get Republicans elected here in Maryland. In my administration, we're going to make sure that electing Republicans in Maryland comes preeminently before anything else. Not sending folks to Virginia when Andy Harris needs our help in the 1st District. Not getting involved in national ruckuses and national fracases of the YR body politic. We need to act like mature adults and deal with the things that are most important. That's the values that we share and getting Republicans elected here in Maryland. Why our national business is important, but let's face it, there's a lot of crap that goes on that doesn't involve getting Republicans in Maryland elected. As chairman of the Maryland YRs, that's my first priority, not national business. Thanks for taking the time to listen. Please feel free to contact me at brian@briangriffiths.com for any questions that you may have, and I look forward to serving you as chairman of the Maryland Young Republicans. Please be sure to come to our convention and vote for me and my team on June 13th. Thank you.